Bred to Win, brought to you by Inglis. The Inglis Easter Yearling Sale, Australia's best collection of yearlings. Riverside Stables, April 6 and 7.
Hello, I'm Caroline Searcy. Welcome to a new year of Bred to Win. We have a range of new segments coming up for you, but we also have the regular yearling sale information, stallion vision and feature stories in 2021. Coming up on episode 1, we look back on the successful Inglis Premier Yearling sale with the hugely popular Simon Vivian as the hammer came down on his reign as the head of the Victorian operation. Also, Inglis Managing Director Mark Webster reviews the ramifications of the record-breaking Inglis Classic Yearling sale. Plus, Glenlogan Farm's Steve Morley in the return of the popular Arrowfield stud, the horse who made you love racing. As well as the Cambridge Stud Performance of the Week, we also have a great new segment showing you behind the scenes at this famous New Zealand thoroughbred nursery. And we start with another new segment thanks to our major sponsor Inglis, the Inglis Graduate of the Week. The Inglis Graduate of the Week is the I Am Invincible mare California Zimble, winner of the Morris McCartan Stakes at Rose Hill on Saturday.
California Zimble, the outside, puts the head in front. California Zimble went on to win it.
Her first up victory was well planned by Peter and Paul Snowden and added to her previous wins in the Thoroughbred Club Stakes, the Derby Munro and Alinghi Stakes. California Zimble is a half-sister to stakes winners From Within and Cruden Bay from the Anabar mare Zimmeretto.
400,000. I got 4 bid 25. Not 25 now, 50 on her.
She was sold for $450,000 by Yarraman Park at the 2018 Inglis Easter Yearling sale to Asian Bloodstock Services, while her sire, I Am Invincible, is currently third in a tight three-way tussle at the head of the Australian General Sires list. He has 53 yearlings catalogued for the Inglis Easter Yearling sale from mares such as Catchy, First Seal, Hips Don't Lie, O'Marilyn, Snitzerland and Speak Fondly. And don't forget the early March Inglis online sale ends on Wednesday, March 17. With an incredible 360 entries highlighted by lot 77, Osamu, a son of Exceed and Excel, who's raced in elite company right through his career so far, including a second placing to Mamaragan in the Skyline Stakes and a second in the Gothic Stakes. Now gelded, Osamu is being offered as part of the Aquis Farm reduction. Other notable lots include 2019 Canonbury Stakes winner McLaren, now a 4-year-old entire by Exceed and Excel, and Maui Girl by Lope de Vega from Gibson Carmichael Stakes winner Run for Nara. The 5-year-old mare is a 3-time winner and recently was a close-up 4th in the Newcastle Newmarket. Sticking with the Inglis theme, and the 2021 Inglis Premier Yearling sale was a success from the outset. Despite the lack of international buyers on site, the sale achieved over 80% clearance from very early on day one, leaving plenty of vendors with very successful results.
As I sell to you.
Simon, well, another Inglis Premier Yearling sale. Fantastic result too. It's quite extraordinary in these times. Just the way right through the sale, all the metrics were up every single day, the 3 days.
Caroline, I couldn't be more pleased. Obviously, right through, we've had a clearance rate of in excess of 80% right the way through. But with private sales that have been undertaken, and we still work on those private sales, we're pretty confident of getting close to 90% clearance, which would be quite remarkable. It's just evidence of the strength of the market that we've got. Look, we've worked really hard on both our vendors and the quality of horse that we're bringing to the sale, and then obviously on our buyers. So that's been fantastic. To sit there with an average in excess of 140,000 is something that's so pleasing. An aggregate sale that's broken all records, quite frankly, and then a very successful showcase session as well. So honestly, I couldn't be more pleased. I'm delighted for the vendors, but I'm also wrapped for the buyers because they bought some really nice horses.
Done.
700,000. Congratulations. Matt Laurie, thank you, Matt.
Well, looking at some of those buyers, I mean, it was interesting, wasn't it? The Victorian buying bench was really strong. Kieran Maher, then Justin Bay and Matt Laurie. You had also Mike Moroney, of course, he's effectively Victorian, even though they're Kiwis. And then, the New South Wales buyers such as James Harron, Hong Kong Jockey Club. It was a really good spread of buyers from different regions.
Look, we're very blessed. I mean, Gay Waterhouse has been a fantastic supporter of this sale, and she and Adrian Bott have done a great job. Team Hawks have done a fabulous job in coming here. John O'Shea's been very strong. So you're quite right, there's been buyers from right around the land. We've had buyers from South Australia, good buyers from Tasmania, WA. Simon Miller, of course, is on the score sheets as he would usually be. But again, I've often said that, in my opinion, the Victorian trainers are probably the best collective buying bench, and we've had great success for them, and they've been terrific supporters of this sale. So again, look, I couldn't thank all of the trainers from right around the country for their support, because as we know, a lot of these trainers, they go and buy these horses on spec. They then have to go home and sell them, and they work extremely hard. And I remember a conversation years ago that I had with Robbie Griffiths about how hard it was to get horses sold. But the aggressive marketing of these trainers is to be absolutely admired and complimented.
At 1,100,000, last time, all done. James Harron buys for 1,100,000. Thank you, James.
The team at Blue Gum are unbelievable in their attention to detail. Philip and the whole team, everybody's got the same attitude. Not one single stone is left unturned, and they're always watching for every little thing that can be done to make their horses more attractive to everybody. They put on a great parade day when we do the on-farm inspections. Their attention to parades down here is first class, and to see Blue Gum for the first time ever cruise past a $5 million band is quite unbelievable. I know how excited Philip was when the $1.1 million yearling of Rob and Sylvie Crabtree went through. I've worked very closely with Rob Crabtree, and we spoke about where this horse could go, and quite frankly, he could have gone to any sale. And I do remember saying to Crabby at the time, and Philip was with me, I said, why wouldn't you just stay in Melbourne and top the sale? So to be able to follow that through. Look, I remember the length of time that these people take from the time that they start to plan a mating, go through the pregnancy of the mare, the foaling, the weaning process, the yearling preparation. That's a 3-year plan. We give them 90 seconds in the ring. It's no wonder when you see the emotion that people like Philip Campbell and Luke Simpson with Glentree showed after their horses are successful in the ring. And that's what it's all about. I mean, the pleasure that we get from that is immense, and I'm just so proud of my team, as in the entire Inglis team, on being able to assemble such a fantastic buying bench for a great sale.
At 900,000, you sure you won't for 25 more? I sell him left hand side. I cash him out. I sell him for 900. Eustace and Coolmore.
And then, of course, lot 504, the Lord Kanaloa too for Kieran Maher, $900,000. So great to see that Japanese blood. Of course, this was a great result for Chloe and Rhys Smith from Killarney Park. They're setting up a new whole establishment up at Goulburn Weir as well. And this one, of course, was for Arrowfield Stud. So many different people with fingers in the pie are these top sellers.
Look, I received a text message from John Massara yesterday before he went through the ring. And I was so pleased to be able to go back to John and say, I think your colt's going to make a lot of money. And ultimately he did. Look, the support of the Hunter Valley farms, and look, the breeders from right around the country. We look at Cornerstone and Mill Park. We look at the farms from Tasmania that come across here. Neville Duncan, of course, has been a great supporter of this sale from WA, and massive number of great supporters from New South Wales. Again, I'm so pleased to see those sort of people. Great to have Arrowfield back, Widden back, Yarraman Park, Sledmere, Sedgenhoe. So look, all of the best breeders in Australia are now seeing the Melbourne Premier Yearling sale as a very, very plausible, viable marketplace, and I think that we've worked really hard on doing that. We've tried to assemble as good a buying bench. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? We've gone through this COVID circumstance. I would love to, I don't know that we could have done anything better. If we hadn't had COVID, I don't even know whether this sale could have even been more successful. We've still had great representation from Hong Kong and Hong Kong agents, and guys like Bevan Smith and John Foote and the agents from right around the country worked so hard as well. So it's been a real joy for that part of it.
Last time, all done. Thank you, Das. $10,000 buys. That is my lot for the afternoon. Jonathan will continue.
And I know you're playing it down, but it really is, it is a sad time for a lot of people that this is the last time you're selling here. Of course, you are going to be retiring from Inglis. You still have Inglis Easter to go, but it really means a lot to so many people. And I think they'd really love to thank you from the bottom of their hearts for what you've done for Inglis for so many years here at Oaklands.
Caroline, look, that's very kind, but I've actually only done a job. I've said a number of times that I don't treat certainly the Victorian community that I work with, I don't treat them as clients, I treat them as friends, because they are, and I mean that quite sincerely. They're great people. I love mixing with them, I love socialising with them, I love going to their farms, and I love it when they come to our sales. Look, it's been a pleasure. I've just been very blessed to have that number of people. This industry, the horse is the common denominator, but it's an industry about people and people getting on with people, and it's so essential to work hard at relationships, and I think I've been very lucky to be able to have great relationships with so many people. So I'm not going anywhere so much as that. I think that I'll still be here to help. I'll still do whatever I can to help anybody in this industry. I love seeing the success of farms, established farms like Rosemont and Blue going through and having a great run. But seeing these young farms coming through, when you see a new Leneva, you see Holly Lodge, you see the young Stockwell crew, Stonehouse, all of these young people that are getting involved as well. It's important that they've got people that they can go and talk to as well. So I don't plan to be walking away from that, but I'll be doing it with just a bit more fresh air. I'll be able to do it in my own time a little bit, which will be nice, and also means that I won't have obviously the day-to-day commitments, but I'll certainly be wanting to do what I can to help them, because I've got a lot invested in them in time and years and just relationships. So I hope that I can sort of do something for them anyway.
This industry would not be the same without you, so congratulations on a magnificent career.
It won't be the same without Simon Vivian auctioneering at the Inglis Premier Yearling sale, but it's great he'll still be involved in the industry in years to come. Coming up on the return of Bred To Win for 2021, Cambridge Stud's Performance of the Week, a new segment, Cambridge Stud Farm Life, and Mark Webster looks back on a record-breaking Inglis Classic Yearling sale.